Welcome to EA Sports PGA Tour Golf. I'm Sir Nick, and this is the Road to the Masters.
Let's go!
What is it about this parcel of land, set deep amongst the Georgia pines, that draws us in so? Is it the beauty? Is it the color? Is it the sound and the breezes? Is it the history? It's all of that. Everything together makes this place special. This is Augusta National. This is the Masters.
Now, earlier this morning, one of the Masters' cherished traditions, the honorary starters out there to get the tournament underway. Golf's preeminent global ambassador, Gary Player, a three-time Masters champion, got him started and finished with that classic leg kick. Jack Nicklaus, of course, six-time Masters tournament winner, one of the game's greatest icons, synonymous with Augusta National. And Tom Watson, Masters champion in 1977 and 1981. I can tell you that all three, not surprisingly, knocked it in the fairway to the delight of the patrons assembled. It was then that the Masters tournament was officially declared underway. From the Augusta National Golf Club in Augusta, Georgia, EA Sports so proudly presents the Masters. Today, we begin this annual rite of spring amongst the blossoming azaleas and dogwoods, live opening round coverage of this tradition that is truly unlike any other. What might we have in store for us over the course of these next 4 days? We've got big names, we've got dark horses, we've got it all as we look at the leaderboard on this Thursday. Aaron Wise is your leader. He's off to a 4-under start. Frank, this is one of the moments you dream about, and you would know this from a very young age. First Masters appearance as a professional. Our featured golfer here, rookie, on such an incredible run at the outset of their career. Already a multiple winner on the PGA Tour. What would need to happen for this phenom to win the green jacket?
Well, you would think a miracle, but to steal a line from Al Michaels and just sort of pass along the golf. If you believe in golf, you believe in miracles, because I've seen it happen before. And you just go back 2022, Scotty Scheffler came in hot, playing well. Should have been the man to beat, but we looked at all those other players. When you're world number one and you've already won 3 tournaments in, 4 weeks, might as well be 4 and 5. And that's exactly what it is. Come in with a hot hand, play well, don't worry. Let everybody else worry about all the talking and who the favourites are. Just get out there and play some good old-fashioned good golf. And I tell you, that stands up against anybody.
Oh my God, that flu pass. Ooh.
This is a 9-footer. Well done. That is in for a par here at the first. And he'll stay at even par. Now to the second 575-yard par 5 down the hill here at Augusta National. One of 2 5s on this first 9. This is a place where you can make something happen and jumpstart your round.
I've got more room left on that room. just shite. No, it'll do. It's flat, spit on the water.
Yeah, this is a good drive. Watch it trundle down the hill a bit. Well done off the tee here at hole number 2. Now, after the big drive, this a good distance here for a second to the par 5.
Let's go. This looks a tough one, but it's a par 5, so.
And that will not be an eagle putt. Far from it. It's into the left front bunker here at the second. Oh boy, just about flew that one in the hole. Luckily got it to stop. Not a bad shot. Okay, no problems there. Finishing off a birdie at number 2. Now to the short par 4 third, only 350 yards. I think one of the more underrated holes on this golf course. We know those 5 pars plus the 12th on that second 9 get so much attention, and rightly so. But this is a wonderful hole, strategic, and you need some touch here. Oh, that is a big drive, easily clearing that series of bunkers, but that will leave a delicate pitch shot to this third green. So not a whole lot left to go here as he'll set up his second for this par 4.
Flop would be perfect for this. A long flop, high flop, long flop. Oh god, that was bad. Hit that wrong. God, it's super slow as well. Might as well have been back to my feet. That's bad. God, this is tricky, ass. It's not as easy as I thought it was going to be, I see. Yeah.
Job was made harder by the second shot coming up short, but excellent use of the flop shot and a chance to escape with par.
Nicely done. It is a par here at the third, and he'll remain in red figures at 1 under. Now to the fourth, an excellent par 3. This requires a solid, pure strike. You can't fake it on this hole, and you're happy to walk away with 3.
Oh my god, this is tough.
Okay, fortunate there. That ball hops onto the green, and he'll be left with that for his birdie. We turn to Notabegay the third for this look at birdie.
Speed, not break, will be the issue here as it picks up momentum going down the slope.
Good effort, but that'll run 2-3 feet past the hole.
Sometimes you worry so much about the putt getting away that you completely forget to hit it.
Okay, that one finished off. It's a par here at 4, and he'll remain at 1 under par. Inspired by the road hole at the old course at St. Andrews, the 495-yard par 4 fifth. This is an excellent par 4, second longest at Augusta National. Uphill slightly and dogleg to the left. That will do just fine. Breeze at his back shoulder as he lines up his second from the fairway.
Well, that's how you play the game right there. Knock it on the green and give yourself a good look at birdie.
13 feet away.
Nope. I moved it. I just left that straight in.
That one finished off. It is a par here at 5. And he'll stay right where he is. We make our way now to the 180-yard par 3 sixth, second par 3 on the first 9 here at Augusta. Elevated tee looks down on a 2-tiered undulating green that will absolutely test you.
Well, this is straight at it. It's a really good line.
And that one going to wind up smack dab in the middle of the green.
From close range, this for a 2.
Okay, nicely played. That's in for birdie here at 6. On to hole number 7. It is a par 4 at an even 450 yards in length. Anything into the pine trees running the length of the fairway can oftentimes lead to a bogey or worse, with the 3 front bunkers preventing any thoughts of running one up to the green.
Well, that's an excellent tee shot down the right side. It's just been punished a little bit, though, unfairly, because the hole is cut front right.
Second shot coming up, and we say hello to Iona Stephen.
131 all the way to the flag today, and that wind is herring from left to right, so you need to factor that in as you start this ball.
Tough pin position, that is.
That's not too bad. Good shot. Inside 20 feet, I would imagine, so a good chance, really outside chance for birdie.
On that.
Yeah, well done. That's in for par here at 7. And he'll stay at 2 under. So where the second hole, the par 5, is considerably downhill, the 8th is up the hill. You can certainly make an eagle here, but it requires 2 good shots and maybe a little luck. If you play it off the right, it'll kick down. I'll tell you what, that swing absolutely perfect, and a good result as well.
Well, it'll be okay, you know.
And that one going to make its way into the second cut.
Shot after shot. More evidence there with that beautiful touch.
Okay, nicely done. It's a birdie at number 8. And he's got it to 3 under now, just 2 back. We wrap up the first 9 with the tough 460-yard par 4, known for a treacherous 3-tiered green that slopes sharply from back to front. Approach shots here that don't have enough carry could also wind up rolling a good 30, 40 yards or so back down the hill.
There's no way that ball could have gone through the tree, but somehow it did. It's finished up actually all right.
Well, it
From
did.
the fairway, let's go to Noda.
Well, the good news is his ball has found the fairway, but the 2 bunkers guarding the left side of the 9th are in play. Going to have to hit something high and soft to find the right level of this green.
Oh, he's come out of the gates today beautifully, and there is another chance.
Much more than a tap in there. It is a birdie at the 9th. And that's going to be a very solid 4 under 32 here on this first 9 at Augusta National. Second 9 begins with a downhill 495-yard par 4 featuring a 60-yard long center bunker short of the green. The first hole until 1935, number 10 traditionally plays harder than any other hole here at Augusta National. We make the turn here at Augusta National, start of the second 9. And Frank, you look at this young player, nothing to it on the first 9 under par, here to start the tournament.
But there is no water on the front 9, Rich. And as we all know, the water starts at 11, 12, 13, 15, and 16. Can they get through that?
From the fairway, we check in with Noda.
Slightly more challenging to access the hole on the right side of this green from this part of the fairway. It does bring that bunker up the right into play.
Come on.
And safely on deck. That's the main thing, but from that distance, really don't want to leave yourself like a knee knocker, like a 4 or 5 footer. So this first putt's going to have to be good.
Nope, that's going to slide by on the high side. Just a little too much break there. So that's in for par to start this backside. And he'll remain at 4 under. We move along to hole number 11 here at Augusta National. Now at 520 yards, a par 4. This tee box shifted a bit to the left in 2022, which lengthened the hole a good 15 yards, so that now navigating a tee shot down the right side brings more risk into play. So here we go. Those first 10 holes were memorable enough in this first professional round at Augusta National. But now, here's where things really start to get interesting. Frank, you know it as well as anyone. This is where you call the Masters every year. After this tee shot, it is a first trip through Amen Corner.
And right you are, Rich. A lot of people think Amen Corner is 11, 12, and 13, but it starts actually on the second shot into 11, and the tee shot at 13 is the finish of Amen Corner. But it's also where you start to see water at the very, very first time. You hit a nice tee shot on 11, and you will look at the pond just short, and the water, which is Rays Creek, that protect the back of the screen and then leads into the 12th hole. So it's an amazing part. I think it's a special part in golf. Number one, you feel privileged to be able to play the golf course, let alone compete in the Masters. But it's also where all the action invariably seems to start at Augusta National. Somehow that ball went through the trees. Actually, it didn't scrub too much speed off it. It's going to be all right.
Amen Corner officially begins now. His second at hole number 11. A birdie putt here at the 11th.
Well, and he's had great conversion on putts like this. Even when he's not close to the hole, he's left himself with very makeable opportunities.
Ooh, good speed there. That'll leave just a couple of feet. So that brushed in for par here at 11. And he'll remain right where he is. Well, nowhere on this golf course are the colors more vibrant than right here. Hole number 12. So easy on the eyes. So much harder is figuring the mysterious winds. The answers lie somewhere near the top of those towering pines that kiss the Georgia sky. Augusta's beguiling beauty. Golden Bell.
This might go in the water, but I'm going to go for it anyway, just because 8 mile per hour winds. Jesus Christ, that's a difficult putt.
Nah, a little too cautious there. Maybe fortunate this didn't wind up in the creek. Instead, it is in the bunker short of this 12th hole. Looking to splash this softly onto the green. That one kind of took off on him. That'll happen sometimes coming out of the bunker, and that scoots right on by. Oh, that'll bring a wry smile. A very good putt there to save his par. And he'll stay right where he is. We finish up Amen Corner with the sweeping 510-yard par 5 13. Hit the center of the fairway. You can go for the green into. Look out for the tributary to Rays Creek in front of the green and the 4 bunkers behind.
This is Eagle Cup.
Boy, a good round going here on this Thursday, and that another fine effort off the tee.
If possible, it's on, but it's dodgy. This could go in the creek. Got a risky for the biscuit.
Really hit that second shot on the button to this par 5, but Frank couldn't get it to stop.
Yeah, too good, too long, sadly.
A very makeable 8-footer for birdie. Confidently done there. That's in for birdie here at 13. This 14th hole at 440 yards is a good one. The real challenge here is the green. 2-time Masters champion Ben Crenshaw considered this to be one of the most difficult in golf. And that a good shot up the hill and into the fairway at 14. From the fairway, let's go to Noda.
The most attractive feature of this hole is the dynamic design of the green, cut into 3 separate sections guarded by an amazing false front where the ball will come all the way off the front edge.
Wins. Oh, fuck it. Didn't slow the ball down. Thought it would have.
Inexcusable.
Look at him.
With all the elements of his game have been in sync today, a terrific shot right there.
It's all about getting it inside that 3-foot circle around the hole. That was a really nice shot.
So he'll tidy up there for his par, and his score will hold tight at 5 under. We come now to the instantly recognizable hole number 15. It's called Firefly. Traditionally, it has been the second easiest hole on the course, behind only number 13. But it was lengthened in 2022 with an extra 20 yards added on, making that potential carry over the pond with a second shot that much tougher. It all looks so simple when you're going good, doesn't it? And that is yet another solid drive. The only real bailout area is right. It's his second at 15.
This could still go horribly wrong.
This such a tough green to land a ball softly on, and that continues over the back here at hole number 15. From the fairway, Noda, this is third.
Shot selection so critical from here. Choose wrong and you will find the water.
Chance now for another birdie. Yes, never in doubt. It's a birdie here at 15. And he'll move into the lead here with 3 holes to go. Par 3 16th here at Augusta National, and so many of the most indelible moments in the history of the sport happen right here at this short par 3. Well, you have to figure this to be another exciting moment for this young golfer. Frank, you stop to consider how many great moments have taken place here at hole number 16, this beautiful little par 3, and now here you are standing on that tee for the first time as a pro.
Yeah, it's quite incredible, Rich. Not just the hole, but the opportunity too. That ridge that cuts through the green there. So we see many a shot look like it's 20, 30 feet, even perhaps wide or left of the flag, and then starts to take the contours, roll. Could it be a hole-in-one? Could it be like a Tiger Woods missing the green on the left and a in your life? So 16, it's an opportunity, it's theater, well, it's Augusta.
We continue on here at Augusta National, and Frank, amazing as it is to say, I think it's time to start thinking about best rounds ever here at the Masters. Our young golfer, 7 under now, and the all-time record, as you know, is 9 under 63, shot by both the great Nick Price in 1986 and Greg Norman 10 years later.
Yeah, just 2 more birdies, so perhaps 3, and the record is yours alone. That would be quite incredible. I realize Nick Price and Greg Norman, they did not win in the year that they shot 63, but they are in the record books. And just think, 2, 3 more birdies, the record could be yours.
So we move on now to the 17th. Our golfer at 7 under par on the round. It'd take a birdie finish to tie the low mark of 9 under 63. Frank, that seems like a pretty tough task.
It is, but it's been done, Rich. Go back to 1998. Not only was it done, but it was done to win a green jacket. That was by Mark O'Meara. This, though, would be to tie the greatest round ever shot at Augusta National. Good shot. Safely on the green and a birdie chance.
17-foot putt here. That one just going to sneak on by. No problems there. That's a par here at 17. And he's going to stay 2 clear of the field. Well, the difficulty here at the finishing hole, this famous 465-yard par 4 18th, is that you are coming out of a narrow chute off the tee, and it is steeply up the hill. Good drive, though, puts you in position to maybe make a birdie. So, Frank, we come to the 18th tee in what has been a sensational round to this point, 7 under par. Again, the low round ever at the Masters, 9 under 63. So it would take a hole out from the fairway to equal that, but this really has been amazing to watch. On now to the 18th tee, and Frank, what a nice round this has been so far. I mean, anytime you can go around Augusta National under par, that's an accomplishment.
It certainly is. I mean, a tee shot through the chute here and that. But, I mean, ever since I was a kid, Rich, that word par, it meant something. And when you can break it, and especially on a golf course like Augusta National, it means even more.
Frank, our young golfer, arriving now at the 18th tee. And this first ever round as a professional could not possibly have gone any better. Looking at potentially earning a crystal vase for the mantle for low round of the day. That's pretty strong.
It is. It's actually quite incredible when you think about it. On one hand, dreams come true. We know that. But just going into this tournament for the very, very first time, thinking what could be possible, and we're just moments away from it actually happening.
This a good position to be in after day 1 for our featured golfer. Just a shot back and playing well.
Yeah, there or thereabouts. I think that's a good indicator that they're certainly going to be in contention come.
From the Augusta National Golf Club in Augusta, Georgia, EA Sports so proudly presents the Masters. Today, live second round coverage of the season's first, and many say most coveted, major championship. But if we see more of what we witnessed yesterday, we're in for a heck of a battle these next 3 days as we show you the current leaderboard here on this Friday. The leader is the Canadian Corey Connors. He's currently at 8 under. So round 2 here at the Masters, our featured golfer whom we followed yesterday, really impressive with a sub-70 opening round. Now, we've seen plenty of players jump up that leaderboard day 1 and then wilt as the weekend progresses. Frank, what do you expect to see here?
A little bit of the same, Rich. I think anytime you shoot in the 60s day 1, you know you're already in contention. You and I both know, too, that normally the winner comes out of the last couple of groups come the weekend. So Friday's round is even more important, just really to not do any damage. Well, I don't have my tape measure out, but that looks like, 6-7 feet in there. But that is an excellent approach shot.
This one moving left here for birdie. Yeah, that's a good putt. It's a birdie here at 1. And fresh off a 65 in round 1, he'll move to 1 under for his round today. So, Frank, this, as we've mentioned, our golfer's second professional round here at Augusta National. You finished 4th here back in 1996. Curious, how long did it take you before you started to kind of get comfortable with the layout and the contours of the greens and all the nuances that you have to become familiar with in order to be successful here?
Well, I certainly don't think you want to get complacent, but to answer your question, I never really felt totally comfortable. But what did help was playing with experienced players like Arnold Palmer, who had played in more Masters than I'd had hot dinners. And what I did glean from them is they look left and right, short and long. I think too often when you're young, and I'm going to say dumb in this situation, you just sort of take this direct line at all these flags. And then when you look at a seasoned player, they're looking for humps and hollows. What's around the hole? In other words, the flag stick is a destination, not necessarily the target. Once I started to learn that, then I realized how you could play Augusta National. And the more players you play with, whether it was a Ballesteros or a Tom Watson, you started to see that was the one common denominator with all the people that was successful around Augusta National.
Four feet now for birdie. Yes, can't ask for a better start to a round than this. It is back-to-back birdies at 1 and 2. And he's got it to 2 under for the round, 9 under now for the tournament. Onward now to the classic 350-yard par 4 third hole here at Augusta National. Best probably to hit short of the 4 fairway bunkers and then have a full shot into this green, which slopes right to left. Oh, that was a beautiful golf swing right there. Everything working in harmony, but a great result in the fairway. The big drive got him here. Now a short one for his second. Put a birdie on the card here yesterday, don't forget. Right about 9 feet here to the hole. Nicely done as he rolls that in for his par. And he's going to hold on to that 3-shot lead. Next up, the stout par 3 fourth here at Augusta National, measuring 240 yards. Middle to long iron is the play here, but accuracy is key with the 2 bunkers protecting the front of that green. This fourth green is a tough one to hit, and that one going to wind up a bit too long. I think he'll be fairly pleased with that, Frank. What do you think?
I certainly do. It was so good.
Okay, safely in for his par. And this will remain a 3-shot lead. We move now to hole number 5, Magnolia, a par 4 at a stout 495 yards. Avoiding the 2 deep bunkers left of the fairway is a must, but a sloped green full of little hollows makes getting an approach to birdie range no small feat. No problems there. That's going to wind up safely in the fairway. Gotta think this an extra half club or more as he sets for his second into the wind.
Cheers, bro.
Let's bring in Nota Begay III for a look at birdie.
And not much up or downhill here, so speed not a consideration. All that needs to be looked at is the movement from left to right.
No, kind of underread that one, and it winds up missing below the hole. That one finished off with in for par, and the lead's going to remain 2. Another good par 3 here on this first nine. It's the 180-yard par 3 sixth. Elevated tee, two-tiered green. Chance to make it two, but you need to be precise on the tee. And that one not on the green, but not a terrible spot either. Sitting up in the short grass. From the fairway, we check in with Noda.
A little deep with the tee shot and now facing a very fast and treacherous approach shot. Could easily run away.
All the elements of his game have been in sync today. A terrific shot right there.
It's all about getting it inside that 3-foot circle around the hole. That was a really nice shot.
So we'll clean that up. It's par, and he'll remain at 2 under for his round. On to hole number 7 now, a par 4 at 450 yards. It's one of the narrower holes on the course, so precision is more important than power off the tee. This second shot is no bargain either, with a total of 5 bunkers completely surrounding a fairly small green.
That's a really good drive down the left side of the fairway, made even better by the fact that the hole is cut in the back right. Another green light special.
From the fairway, let's go to Noda.
Well positioned in the fairway, but there is no guarantees to hit the green. It is protected by a series of bunkers all around it, and precision is a requirement.
That's a good shot, and more importantly too, a green in regulation, so birdie chance.
That's going to scoot a foot or 2 by. That one finished off. It'll be a par here at 7. And it'll stay at -9. We move now to the 8th here at Augusta. This is an uphill 570-yard par 5. Avoid the fairway bunker off the tee, and reaching into is definitely a possibility. Yeah, that's a nice swing, and the result is going to be a tee shot that is set up just fine. From the fairway, we check in with Noda.
Has a great chance to reach the green, but still going to have to pull off an awfully great shot, hitting it right to left and trying to fit it in that narrow opening.
Well, just a good solid shot right there with that 3-wood, Frank.
It's an aggressive layup, really, trying to force that 3-wood down and get it as close as possible to the green. That's 2 good shots if you can't reach the par 5. Two good shots on this par 5, leaves that simple little chip, and that was beautifully played.
No problems there. That one in for a birdie. And he's into double figures now at 10 under par. Par 4 9th is intriguing here at Augusta National. This is where you can see just how hilly the golf course is. It may not show up on television that way, but you can certainly feel it as you make your way up to this 9th green. This is going to be a beautiful drive down the hill into the big clearing, and it'll set up a good look at this 9th green. From the fairway, let's go to Noda.
Well, the good news is his ball has found the fairway, but the 2 bunkers guarding the left side of the 9th are in play. Going to have to hit something high and soft to find the right level of this green.
Yep, it finished on the green. Less said the better.
Gonna have to take pretty much a full swing at this one with the putter because this one is into the hill and the hole is cut back. Yeah, that's a nice putt. Getting it there up the hill was half the battle. This got there just a little wide of the mark. Okay, that's in for his par here at the ninth. And this is going to be a 3 under 33 on this first 9. That's some good playing. Start of the second 9 here at Augusta National is also the start of a difficult stretch. These 2 par 4s, 10 and 11, all you want, and then you get up to that challenging little par 3, 12. Looking for a strong finishing kick here on this Friday to get set up for the weekend, and that another good drive here. From a bit of a downslope here, his second to the par 4. This hole really sets up well for the player. Birdie yesterday, and a chance for another one today.
Now a 7-footer.
Yes, rolls it right in. A birdie here at 10. And he draws 3 shots clear on this Friday. On now to the second hardest hole in Masters history, the 520-yard par 4-11. It's been noted that the great Bobby Jones always wanted there to be a wide gap between a good tee shot and a bad one. Thus, in keeping with that spirit, this hole was lengthened 15 yards back in 2022. Just what you want at this point in the round. You're trying to find a rhythm, hit fairways, hit the middle of the club face. That's what they did right there.
Come on, it's a main thing.
The hard work's coming up. That's a long way away.
A lot of green to travel here, but this is for birdie. Nah, that's a little timid. Maybe a shake of the head there. That needed a bit more. Okay, well done. It is a par here at 11, and he'll stay at 11 under par. Welcome to the 155-yard par 3-12. Maybe the most famous par 3 in the world. Hogan's Bridge, Rays Creek. You're familiar with all the names. A bunker in front of the green and 2 behind. Club selection and trying best as you can to gauge the wind, absolutely critical. Okay, that one pin high off to the right, and a reasonable look at birdie coming up. This now for birdie at 12.
Well, and he's had great conversion on putts like this. Even when he's not close to the hole, he's left himself with very makeable opportunities.
Oh, no problems at all. The pace perfect. It is in for birdie. And he gets it to 12 under par. Hole number 13. This is regarded by most as the greatest par 5 in the world. Why? The risk-reward that's involved and all the history that's been written here at this wonderful hole.
I guess it got the 90% air, but that ball actually went through that tree.
really hit that second shot on the button to this par 5, but Frank couldn't get it to stop.
Yeah, too good, too long, sadly.
Yeah, big explosion, got it to stop quickly, and that will be a birdie opportunity coming up. Nicely done. 2 straight birdies here early on this backside. And the lead swells to 6 here on this Friday. On to the 440-yard par 4 14th, the only hole at Augusta National without a single bunker. The terraced green is the challenge here. This 14th hole at 440 yards is a good one. The real challenge here is the green. 2-time Masters champion Ben Crenshaw considered this to be one of the most difficult in golf. Looking for a strong finishing kick here on this Friday to get set up for the weekend, and that another good drive here. From the fairway, we check in with Noda.
The most attractive feature of this hole is the dynamic design of the green, cut into 3 separate sections guarded by an amazing false front where the ball will come all the way off the front edge.
That's not too bad. Good shot. Inside 20 feet, I would imagine. So a good chance, really outside chance for birdie.
Now this for another birdie.
Well, and he's had great conversion on putts like this. Even when he's not close to the hole, he's left himself with very makeable opportunities.
Got it there, but not quite on target. Okay, good putt. And a par here at 14. And he'll maintain that 4-shot lead. On to the final par 5 on this second 9, the now 550-yard 15. This historically has played well under par, but renovations in 2022 added an extra 20 yards to the hole. Well-placed tee shots to the right side of the fairway create a big advantage, but the risk of running into the pine straw or facing a side hill lie has also been increased. From the fairway, let's go to Noda.
Looking at the greatest second shot in golf, but don't let the beauty fool you. There is trouble everywhere.
Yeah, no reason to risk it there. That's a good layup to a good number short of that pond. He's set up for his 3rd shot here, looking to get it on the green with this. This one has a chance to be close.
Good shot. Safely on the green and a birdie chance.
"11 feet away." Oh, yes, a perfect putt there. It is in for birdie here at 15. And he's now the leader by 4 here on this Friday. We arrive now at the 170-yard par 3 16th, played entirely over water to a green flanked by 3 bunkers. Like every hole at Augusta, precision off the tee here is key. You can make a birdie.
Winds are crazy.
Oh, he gets that one to stop perfectly. That is very well judged. After a brilliant tee shot, this for birdie. Yeah, that's good putt. A birdie here at 1. And he has now moved 5 clear of the field here in round 2. Next up, the uphill par 4 17th, measuring 440 yards. The Eisenhower tree, you may remember, was removed in 2014 after being damaged in an ice storm, but challenges remain, especially the green, which seems to slope off in just about every direction. On now to the 17th, and our golfer here at 8 under par for the round. One birdie on these next 2 par 4s would tie that all-time mark. 2 birdies would set a new record with a 62.
Yeah, quite amazing, isn't it? 3-4 finish. Just seems like that basic mathematics. You tied. 3-3 finish. You have the record.
Well, that's how you play the game right there. Knock it on the green and give yourself a good look at birdie.
Chance now for another birdie.
And all things considered, he's in a pretty good spot. It might move gently to his right as it works back up the slope.
Oh, yes. Plenty of pace to get up that slope. It is in for a birdie. And he's just continuing to pour it on here on this Friday. Final hole here at Augusta National. It is all you want at 465 yards up the hill, all right in front of you. Hit the perfect drive, the perfect approach, and you might get the perfect ending, all you've ever wanted. Okay, so it comes down to this. The golfer we've been watching at 9 under for the round. A par here at 18 would mean a 3-way tie with Nick Price and Greg Norman for the low round ever. But I imagine that par is not what is on this young golfer's mind. So now, up the hill, his second at 18.
See me going up. Is it? Yeah, up.
That's a good shot. And more importantly, too, a green in regulation, so birdie chance.
Nope.
Only tied the record that paper.
So a tap in there. That's for par at the last. And that is going to be a superb second round score of 63. Wow. So far, so good for our featured golfer. Going to be going to bed tonight with a 36-hole lead here, trying to win that.
I'm gonna go just now because the snooker's a way to start watching the snooker. But I'll play the other 2 rounds, maybe later today or tonight, should I say. See how the snooker goes. If I get bored, I'll come back on. Right, speak to you later. Thanks for tuning in. Right, bye.